Hi, my name is Joana and I'm half Portuguese, half Dutch. I was born and raised in the Algarve and I moved to Holland when I was 15 to finish school and go to university, and then 10 years later I moved back to the Algarve. Since then I've dabbled in a lot of different sort of jobs. I've had a hotel, I've worked in real estate before I started working in real estate now again. I was an English teacher, so yeah, that sums me up. Well, the Algarve's my home, so I was born here. I lived here till I was 15. Most of my friends are from here, and when I was in Holland finishing uni, all I wanted to do was come back to the Algarve, and that's what I did, and I don't think I'd want to live anywhere else. I have a farm, so I have donkeys, goats, chickens, turkeys, dogs and cats, guinea pigs, and what I do that I think is quite funny is I give all my animals very funny names. I worked in real estate back in 2010 and I didn't really like it, and since then I've done a lot of different things, as I've already mentioned. And then in 2021 I'd sold my business and I didn't know what to do, and my best friend was starting a new real estate company, and we dove into that, and it's been absolutely wonderful since then. I think my favourite part of being a real estate agent, I think there's two things. I love meeting new people and I love chatting to people, so you get to do a lot of that. But also I think it's the freedom during your day to not only work, but while you're working, do very different things throughout the day. No day is the same, and yeah, it's just the freedom. If you need to go have an appointment somewhere, you can do that as long as you structure your day or your week to do that. So I think that's probably the most favourite thing about the job. I can share a memorable moment I've had with the client. It was a little bit embarrassing, I think, for both me and the client. I was touring a client this wonderful house, and we got to the master bedroom and we'd seen a box in the master bedroom, and my client asked what it was. So we had a look inside and we ended up finding handcuffs and whips and all sorts of sexual objects, and we both looked at each other and we realised that we'd stumbled on a swingers dungeon. What do I think sets me apart as a real estate agent would be I'm very transparent, so I will tell you how things are. I will be honest, and there's a big thought that real estate agents aren't honest. Trust me, most of them are. We want to do our job well, and we want to help our clients sell their properties and buy properties, and we want to do it to the best of our capacity. So most of us are actually honest, and I think transparency in this job is very important. My approach to helping clients buy or sell their homes, I think, would be, as I said before, is being transparent. There's a lot of issues that one can encounter while buying or selling a property in Portugal, because it is a very laid-back country and it's modernising at quite a fast pace, but unfortunately there are some things that still need to be updated, and I think it's very important to tell clients about this and to help them navigate the intricacies of the Portuguese bureaucracy. I hope that it would be easy, so that I've helped them and that it hasn't been too hard for them to find the property they love or to sell the property that they have. Yeah, so I hope it would be an easy process for my client. Typical day like for me is, well, as I have a farm, I start very early. As soon as the sun rises, I'm out on the farm feeding the chickens, the donkeys, the goats. They need to all be fed and tended to before my day starts. And then it's coffee time. And first thing first is reading emails, answering emails. And then obviously, depending on the day it's going to be and what I've got planned for that day, it can either be going on viewings, it can be door knocking, it could be talking to developers about new apartment blocks that are being built. It very much depends. And then at the end of my working day, again, before the sun goes down, I have to feed my animals. I have to tuck them in bed at night, and then it's just relax on the sofa. Coffee, definitely. I'm not a tea drinker. I do like tea, but I'm a coffee drinker, and I'm an early bird. I never ever thought I'd be an early bird, but I wake up very early now, probably because of the farm, and I go to bed very early. My favourite type of property is probably traditional Portuguese country houses. I absolutely love them. I live in one myself. And through the years now, I've seen a lot of people redoing these old Portuguese country houses, and with the modern interior designing we have now with the old Portuguese country house, I think that's a very nice mixture to have. And so those are the ones I prefer to see, but obviously any type of house is interesting to be able to see what thought people have put behind making their house that way or not, or wanting to sell it that way. If I could live anywhere in the world, I think I'm where I want to be and where I feel that I need to be. One thing I'd like people to know about working with me is that I will go that extra mile to help them find their perfect property, or to help them sell their property. And I'm very honest. I will try not to ever lie or anything. Well, that's not in my nature, but I'll give them all the details. If there's issues with the property, we'll try to get through them and go forward like that. The advice I'd give to somebody buying or selling their home in Portugal would be patience. Things don't always go very quickly here, but we are modernising as a country, and things are stepping forward, becoming easier. So just because in your country things might be quicker, might be less hard to deal with, Portugal has some bureaucracy issues, so be patient with that, but in the end everything does pan out.